just staying focused. It's so much distractions. You get the money, you get, get some notoriety, girls coming at you. I feel like you just gotta stay focused on, why you're there and not getting caught up because, each year it's always a first-round pick getting, waived by a team. That's not guaranteed.
Opening night in the NBA. It's the Toronto Raptors and the Chicago Bulls, and we are certainly pleased to be with you.
It never gets old. I mean, opening night, the middle of February, the start of the playoffs, it just never gets old to come to the arena and feel the energy in the arena.
Can't wait. Finally another rookie no more.
For me, opening night's special because I've been at every one. I was there on the first night when, the Raptor busted out of the egg back at Skydome, and it's special because look, in my other life as a principal, it's like the first day of school. It's a new year. It's a chance for a new beginning. It's a rebirth, a renaissance, a chance to fix things, a chance to improve. And that's if you're a player, if you're a coach, if you're a fan, if you're a broadcaster, everybody gets a fresh start, a clean slate. So I love the energy of opening night.
I think it's going to be hard at times. I think at times, Dwayne said, at times it's going to be really ugly. But at times, they got to do it. They got to play those 4 kids and maybe 5 of them, and they got to find out what they got because, Mazai's built 2 teams. He's built a team for now and the old guys and a team for 2 years from now and the young guys, and they got to find out whether that group can play. They think they can. They did a lot during the preseason, but it's different when the bright lights go on and the popcorn's popping for real. So I think there'll be nights when they look like kids who don't know how to play in the NBA. But at the end of the year, if they're meshed into a group, then they will have had a successful season.
Oh, look at this setup by Delon Wright and OG with a slam dunk.
I think this is going to be a top 4 team in the East this year. They could be anywhere from 1 to 4. The continuity, consistency, stability is not to be underestimated, especially what Dwayne Casey's built over the last 5-6 years.
Kyle dumps it off. Valanciunas with a slam dunk, and the Lithuanian Lightning is back. The Toronto Raptors victorious here on this Thursday night. The season opener, the home opener, and the Raptors beat the depleted Bulls 117 to 101.
Yeah.
Super tough. I mean, when you think about starting your road trip against the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors, that ain't easy.
So don't touch me.
You've got Denver. They're going to be a playoff team, I think, out west. Utah. I think they certainly want to be a playoff team out west. Portland. They want to be a playoff team out west. And the LA Lakers. That's maybe the one you hope and think you might going to get, and then you got all the other distractions of LA, and they're a better team than they were a year ago.
On the road again.
I like the idea that you go out there and you bond, you get on the road early, and also you get out of the way. You don't have to worry about that big West Coast swing looming later on in the season where it can really put if you're banged up, if you're tired, where it can put a damper on things. So
the West is a really good conference, so you got your hands full. It's going to be difficult.
It's not an easy trip, but, I think the Raptors are going to be prepared for it. And that's one of the, when people say you got your core, you got these guys that have been here, that's when it comes in handy. That's what it means a lot. When these guys have been through the wars, they know what to expect.
Very tough trip. I think if you can get 3 of the 6, you've got to be thrilled.
And unfortunately for Toronto, they played well enough to win this one defensively, without question. And the Toronto Raptors fall here in San Antonio. They haven't won here since 2007. They had an opportunity.
Hey, they got beat by a good team, though. And nothing to hang your head about. The effort was there, and just got to clean some things up. But I like what I'm seeing from this Raptor team after 3 games so far this year.
Old school. What's up, like that?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. What's up? How you doing? Good. How you doing, Coach? Good. Good to see you. Nice to see you too.
Yeah. Coach, I'm Kevin. Thank you so much for doing this. This is beautiful. Holy
It's better than some places we go to.
Yeah, I mean, this is his home.
This is awesome. This is great. Thank you.
Anytime. This is one of the very few places in this whole Bay Area you're going to find a Raptor-friendly territory.
Wow, I will take it. We'll take it any day of the week.
That's where I started at. Oh. Dang, I've been in a while.
Get up.
Yo.
Next to me.
Yeah, what's up? Huh? Yeah, it's one of my coaches, yeah. That's where I went before I went to Utah. Man, it brings back memories. I used to have a lot of fun here, with the guys and just meeting different people. Being from LA and being from the Bay Area is totally different. So living up here was, it was adjustment, but it was a fun time. What's up? Yes, sir. Like this, huh? Nice, huh? For a junior college, right? Coach Justin. Yeah. How you doing, Coach?
Good game last night.
Thank you. I see.
A couple of those.
Yeah, that's like that's like 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I can't watch it. I go
How's
crazy.
it going?
Good, how are you?
Looking good. Watched the other night.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're looking good.
See if you beat the Warriors. We'll be rooting for you.
Yeah, we will.
The only ones in the state I'll be rooting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you got a couple fans.
We had just won the state championship the year before he came, and all of our players got their hair cut right up the hill here, Ocean View.
We got a call from a local guy who was friends with the program, who's a barber. And I guess at the time he was cutting Delon Wright's hair. And Delon mentioned to him in the chair that I have a younger brother and now he needs a junior college. And so the barber told them, hey, you got to send him up to City College of San Francisco.
So my friend called me and said, yeah, little Wright is looking for a school. So I called a friend of mine who worked for the Warriors at the time, John Murray. He's a strength and conditioning guy. Said, I need Delon Wright's phone number because I got to recruit his brother. And that was about on a Wednesday. I talked to Delon. He said, okay, yeah, well, let me find out when we can get my brother up from LA and we'll come and visit the next Tuesday. Delon and Delon showed up. We walked around campus for about 15 minutes. And he said, I'm coming.
So it was literally the easiest recruit we've ever had. We didn't have to recruit him at all. He was just coming here because his brother was on the Warriors.
Watched the film on him of his highlights, and you could just tell he had a feel for the game that is rare and is something special. I mean, his reflexes, he's the only guy I've ever seen steal bounce passes after the bounce. Like that's you have a special talent if you're doing that type of stuff. And so, it took about 2 practices before we even realized, oh wow, we're just going to give this guy the ball and step out of the way to make him a point guard.
That was the year I believe the NBA was in a lockout, and so Darrell, the whole family was at every single game. I mean, they traveled with us, so it was really cool for them too because they got to see the little brother play and kind of develop over the course of the year.
The JUCO path is, no one grows up and says, I want to play JUCO ball. That doesn't happen. We're used to that. And the program we have here, we just recruit the guys that don't qualify for Division I.
Yeah, so I had bad grades. That's the reason I came here. I probably could have went to a bigger school out of high school. I never got the opportunity because my grades were so bad. High school, I didn't have the best grades. I just, wasn't really focused on school. I just thought it was all basketball at the time. So I had to find a different route to get to the Division I level, which was I had to go to junior college to get a degree here and then be able to transfer to a Division I. So
it's tough. And especially here, we're not a scholarship school. So, these guys have to get themselves here. They got to pay their own rent. Some of them, even the guys on the team right now, they're Division I basketball guys. They're going to make it. And they have jobs after practice.
They come in and they got 2 attitudes, 2 different types. You get the guy who realizes, okay, I'm a Division I player. I didn't get it done in the classroom in high school. I'm not going to let that happen again, because this is a second chance place. You come here, you get a second chance to make it to a 4-year university. Some guys come in with the attitude of, okay, I'm going to take my studies serious. I'm going to, show up to class, show up on time, and do what I need to do my work so that I pass and get my associate's degree and get out of here. And other guys come in and they just haven't learned their lesson. They always blame, it's the teacher's fault. No, I wasn't late. It was the BART train. It was this. They never mature enough to get to the point where they can say, okay, no, it was me who made the mistake. And Delon came in right off the bat knowing, okay, this is my only chance.
He wasn't pissed that he had to be here, and he had to be here for 2 years, and just really took advantage of the situation and didn't waste any time. But it's a hard path, and he came from a prep school, which is even tougher. So it's, you're finishing high school, and then you go to prep school, and then you got 2 years of junior college.
I feel like this was my second chance in high school. I was pretty embarrassed that my grades were so low. So once I got here, I was like, I'm not having that same mistake again. I'm gonna do my schoolwork, but I'm also work on my game. I was able to do both, and I was able to get out of here. Stay in the gym, get the extra work in. That's the most important. Most of the great guys in college or NBA, they get that extra work in to perfect their craft. So.
He grew up, here. I mean, he was completely different, just mindset. I mean, nice kid walking in the door, but just he had a professional mindset when he walked out of it, and he took this thing serious, and it was good, and it was contagious. We had good teams then.
I would say the strong can survive in junior college because it's so hard to make it out of here. If you look at the numbers, not many players go from junior college to Division I, and let alone make it to the NBA. It's so tough, and I was fortunate enough to have a good supporting cast, family, and a lot of friends. Coming here was like a wake-up call for me. A lot of guys that I went to high school with were playing Division I. They were on TV, magazines, stuff like that. So I saw that and I was like, that's where I want to be. Unfortunately enough, I had to go to junior college and, kind of go a different route, but I was still able to get there. But I would use that as motivation to get to where I want to be.
It's great. He hasn't changed. I mean, he's still the same smile, still the same humble guy. It's good to see him. I'm glad he's coming home.
Oh, very proud, very proud. I mean, I got to see him when his brother was the NBA guy, and after games, his brother was kind of in the corner signing autographs, and he was just a JC basketball player, and you just knew in the back of your head someday that'll change, and this guy's going to make it. And so it's great to see him now, and and I think he's going to have an incredible year this year.